Hello, everyone. 1 second. I am sharing these to some groups. And then I also have to log in on Instagram. All right. Hello, hello, hello. So give me a second. I need to connect with my Instagram. I cannot see who is on here. I would love to know what is everyone's intent for 2022. Let's see if I can pull up these comments. Okay, there we go. I should be able to see comments now. Hello, hello, hello. I have no idea who is on here simply because it won't even tell me who hopped on, like who joined. I'm trying to get my Instagram up, but Instagram just won't let me be great. Drop something in the comments to let me know that y'all here. I would love to know what are your intents for 2022. Hey, Quia. Continue growing your business. That's the ultimate goal. Okay, so Instagram obviously won't let me be great, so whatever, forget it. Who else? So I see a few people on. What are y'all intentions for 2022? So, as you know, I am Miracle Renata, and I am a certified confidence coach. I am a life coach. And what I do is I guide others to live in greatness, to live their God-given purpose in life, right? To give you direction, to give you the great advice that you need to achieve those goals. So, being that this is the last day of 2022, what are your intentions? Because going into 2022, it is a great idea to be intentional about everything. Be intentional about the way you speak. Be intentional about the way you move. Be intentional about the way your mindset is. Now is the time for you to be very intentional, especially with everything that's going on in the world. We just have to be intentional with everything. Right now should be go time for you. Right now should be a time where you are manifesting every single thing, right? You need to move in silence, leave a legacy, leave footprints, period. So to all of you out there that have all of your goals and stuff set, you need to be intentional about doing it. When I say be intentional, you need to go full blown, detail for detail on how you do. You need to be careful about what you do. You need to be careful about how you speak. You need to be careful about how you move. Everything needs to be done with intent. And then the most important thing is that you need to step out of your comfort zone. Stepping out of your comfort zone will get you a long, long way, okay? Take risks, take chances. Everything that you want to do in life, you are the author, the creator. Other than God, you are literally the author of your entire life. Okay, you control life. Do not let life control you. So we've already seen what happened in 2020. We've already seen what happened in 2021. So make 2022 intentional. Okay, Paris says my intent is to be more intentional, to dig deep into my why, which is to be comfortable and secure for myself and spirit. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I had my clients, this year I had my clients to do a why wall. And this is my why wall right here. So your why wall is pictures, not necessarily of things like material things like houses and cars and things like that. That's not what I'm talking about with a why wall. The why wall represents why you go so hard. Who is it in your life that you go hard for? Whether it's your parents, whether it's your grandparents, your children, your siblings, anybody that you feel that you go hard for should be on a why wall. They should be the reasons why you go as hard as you do, okay? Because for instance, my mama is on my why wall because guess what? My mama is at the age of retiring, and I don't want her to have to settle for the government retirement, which is not a lot. I want to be able to retire her myself, right? My child is on my why wall, obviously, because I don't want him to want for nothing, absolutely nothing at all. So these are the people that actually mean the most to you. The people that when you wake up in the morning, when you go about your day, these people are the reason why you are doing everything that you're doing. Okay, like everyone at this point, it would be a great idea for everyone to consider doing a why wall. Your vision boards, you should make your vision boards intentional. When you're manifesting, you have to speak, think, feel, act things that are not as if they are already done. So going into 2022, you need to be very intentional about who you hang around, who you be with, who you have conversations with. Everybody doesn't need a conversation from you. Okay, you need to be intentional about who you tell things to when it comes to your goals that you have, when it comes to these visions that you have. You have to be careful who you share these things with, because people have a way of talking you out of doing the things that you want to do because they're so afraid of doing the things that they want to do. So then they'll knock you down from doing the things that you need to do. So you need to be very intentional about going into situations where you're having certain conversations with people. And speaking of conversations, how many conversations are y'all having with people who think outside the box? With how many 7-figure conversations are you having? How many 6-figure conversations are you having? At this point, we shouldn't be having conversations with small-minded people. Small-minded people will never understand your vision. Small-minded people will never understand your goals. Small-minded people will never understand you as a person, period. You have to find your purpose, walk in your passion. Find your passion and walk into your purpose. Same difference. Show up authentically. Are you showing up authentically? Are you showing up as yourself? Who are you? You need to sit back and you need to ask yourself, who am I? Some people literally need to dig deep into who they are so that they can show up so that you can show up for yourself. Be intentional when you're doing shadow work on yourself. And for those who don't know what shadow work on yourself is basically just digging deep into yourself and healing yourself. Really, that's really what it is. A lot of people need to heal so that they are able to live with intent, do things intentional, focus on yourself, focus on the things that you need to do. You are the author, you are the artist of your whole entire life. You can create what you want to create. Those things that happened to you in the past, mom hurt you, daddy hurt you, cousin did this to you, uncle did that to you. Yeah, it wasn't your fault that they did it, but you can recreate your story, and you're responsible for your healing though. You're definitely responsible for your healing, and you can't move forward if you're not all the way healed. Because no matter how much you try to move forward, it's always going to be a blockage. It's always going to be that blockage right there. Always that blockage, because you're going to keep going, and you're going to keep going, but you're going to wonder why things are not happening the way that you would love them to happen. So you need to heal, and you need to show up authentically. You need to show up with intent. Everything at this point has to be intentional. If this is 2022, you shouldn't be on a job that you're not happy on. A lot of people in this world are on a 9-to-5 that's not even supposed to be on a 9-to-5. You're supposed to be really out there starting a new business. But you're so afraid. You're afraid of, oh, what if it doesn't turn out this way? Or you're so afraid, and that fear of, oh, I lack the resources. The resources will come. You need the knowledge. You need the research. Okay? Get intentional. Get intentional about who you are, what you want to do. It's go time. It's grind time. Y'all talk to me. How y'all feeling? I really love the fact that Quill said that her intent is to continue to grow her business. What her business is. That's a great thing. Grow that business. Go back to the book. I said that in a previous live. Go back to the book. Go back to where also I had to do it myself. So busy of flip-flopping this and flip-flopping that, I had to go back to the original plan. Go back to where God originally placed me at. Paris says she wants to be more intentional when it comes to her and her daughter. Digging deep into her why. Why is she doing what she's doing? And Paris is one of my clients. So I'm already knowing that her healing process is there. And digging deep into her why, that's going to bring out the best in her. Are you digging deep into your why? Are you digging deep into yourself? Are you doing some soul searching in you? What are you doing to be a better you? What is your intent for 2022? Some of y'all, like I said, some of y'all are on that 9-to-5, and y'all need to leave the 9-to-5 and go start a business, but y'all are scared. You're scared for what? Just do it. Look, let me tell you something. I did it. Cold turkey, what it was, March, April, I quit my 9-to-5. I was working at the school system, making about not even $1,100 a month. Like they paid me a month, and I was not happy. I mean, I enjoyed my kids, especially my kids in high school, because they looked up to me. They loved me, and I absolutely loved them. But that's not where my passion was at. It got to the point to where I would actually call off for no reason. I was sick going to work, and I just wasn't feeling it. So one day I didn't like it. Now, granted, I had to take a leave of absence because I have bad headaches, so I had to take a leave of absence. But during that time that I took that leave of absence, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed what it was like to not have a headache. As long as I was on that 9 to 5, I had headaches, I was stressed out, I wasn't happy, but cold turkey, I left. And what I did was I stepped out on faith. And when I stepped out on faith and I prayed and I said, God, I really need you to direct me. I need you to show up for me in a major way. Guide me on what I need to do next, because I'm not going back. I wasn't going back. And so God led me to go back to my baby, to go back to my first love, career-wise. And that was the beauty industry. So I ended up opening up my businesses. I opened up a online boutique, Miracle Lux, where I sell eyelash extensions, I sell wigs, I sell clothes, all of that good stuff. And so I started to do that, and then I got on this app called Clubhouse. So Clubhouse is another social media platform for those that don't know. And Clubhouse is actually a great platform, right? And so I started talking to people and meeting people, and I would share my story of the things that happened to me. And not even realizing it, I kind of did it with intent, you know? And so people would tell me, they was like, you know, you should go and be a life coach, you give good advice, and, you know, you're real confident. So I decided to go get certified, became a life coach, specialized in confidence and taking women out of a place of trauma, a place of hurt, that's low self-esteem, that's self-doubt, limited beliefs, things like that, and taking them into a place to where they're living their God-given purpose, like they're living in complete confidence, okay? And so when I was doing that, I said, I can't go back to my 9 to 5. I can't be in fear anymore of putting my dreams behind me to go work at a 9 to 5 where I'm not even happy at. So some of y'all are holding on to a 9 to 5 when y'all really should be out there owning your own businesses. Even in your life, like a lot of people are holding on to things that we really should just be letting go. You know, a lot of times when we hold on to things that we're not supposed to be holding on to, that really can hold us back from a lot of things, including success. So going into 22, we have to be intentional about who we are, who we be with, what we want to do. We have to be intentional about every single thing, okay? When you do that, that's when your money will come. That's when your happiness will come. That's when your peace will come. And a lot of us need peace more than anything in this world. A lot of us need happiness more than anything in this world. Like at this point, yeah, we all need money, but forget the money, because money is gonna come, it's gonna flow, you know, because everything is energy. So when you put good things out, when you put good energy out, everything that you desire to have is naturally gonna flow. Let's just put that out there. But other than that, you have to set your intentions. You have to be real intentional about who you are and what you're doing and who you do, you know, everything that you have going on, period. So let's see, let's look at the comments. One minute I can see the comments, and then another minute I can't. Okay, so everybody who just joined, I am talking about being intentional. What is your intent for 2022? What you plan on doing? You plan on just sitting around and doing nothing, or you plan on making things happen? Because faith without works is dead. You can have all the faith in the world that you want, but if you don't put no action to it, how you expect things to get done? Everything can't be given. If everything is given to you, you will not appreciate a lot of things in life. And and that's just real. We need to normalize being intentional. We need to normalize being intentional with our kids. You know, being intentional on our parenting and the way we parent our children. A lot of people need to be more intentional. Set boundaries. Set boundaries, set goals, be intentional. And live your damn life unapologetically. Hell, stop worrying about what everybody thinks. Stop worrying about how everybody feel. I was that type of person. I was the type of person where I was always like concerned about what people would, you know, think and feel and all of that. And I'm not gonna lie, like I'm still getting over that. Like that's something that I'm still working on with myself. Because who gives a fuck? Live your life the way that you see fit. Live your life the way God wants you to live your life. The way you want to live your life. Nobody paying your bills but you. Now, if you have somebody up in there paying your bills, then yeah, you need to give a damn about what they say. And even then, you don't give a damn about what they say to a certain extent. But live your life. Be intentional about how you live in your life. I mean, are you living in your truth? Are you being truthful with yourself? Are you stepping out here and are you really being the person who you are really called to be? I had to tell myself, like I had to ask myself a question. I had to ask myself, what are you doing? What are you doing? What is your desire in life? Like, what are you really doing? Why are you sitting around here doing these things? Like a couple of years ago, I had to literally have a heart-to-heart, one-on-one with myself, and I had to stand up and remember who the fuck I was, and I had to say, with a real Miracle Renata Dillon, please stand the fuck up. And when I did, not only did I change the game for my son, but I changed the game for myself. Because now I'm doing every damn thing that I want to do. I set intentions. I'm very intentional. I show gratitude. I'm very thankful for everything. I pray a lot. I hold God with me a lot. And that's how I'm able to do the things that I set out for myself to do. So, be intentional. Have a heart-to-heart with yourself. Realize who you are and what you want to do. Find your passion and walk in your purpose. God placed it all upon us. We just got to locate it. And not give up on our journey. A lot of us try to give up along the way because it get hard. It's part of the journey. It's part of the process. You got to trust the process. It won't be easy. It's never going to be easy. It's going to always be hard. If it was easy, we would have all been there by now. But you got to trust the process. And hang on, hang in there. You'll get it. A lot of people fighting depression right now. A lot of people are fighting depression by now. But you have to be intentional though. Because I went through depression a lot. I was in an abusive relationship. And I was so damn depressed. But I didn't want to be depressed though. But a lot of times that depression will try to control you. But you have to control that depression. And you got to be intentional with doing it. And when you become intentional with that depression, then I can promise you, you're going to fight it. A lot of people don't even want to wake up in the morning. You got to wake up. You got to be intentional about your day. You got to be intentional and show gratitude. You got to show up for yourself. If you don't show up for yourself, nobody else will. They have a lot of people who are going through all kind of abuse, neglect, all kind of everything. You have to say to yourself, I don't want to do this. And you got to get out by all means necessary. Like, you really have to be intent about doing it. Ask for help. Seek counseling. Get you a coach. I have a wait list right now, miraclehills.net. Tap in with me on that. Get your healing and be intentional about your healing. Don't just go heal, just because somebody told you to, or no, heal because that's what you want to do, because you have intentions on actually healing and becoming a better you. Be very, very, very intentional with everything. Because I know tomorrow, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be damn intentional about cooking them black eyed peas and cabbage, because they sure do bring good luck and wealth, I'll tell you that much. Because I had a wonderful 21. A wonderful 21. Now, granted, it wasn't really what I wanted it to be, but it was for damn sure not bad. And 22, Miracle Renata, you better believe I'm applying pressure. Y'all gonna see me up like I'm applying pressure. Okay? Like I'm here to take control of 22. I'm here to dominate this shit. So, y'all let me know how y'all feel. Because one thing for certain, two things for sure, life is about what you make it. So it's up to you what you gonna do about it. You gonna just sit there and you gonna drown in misery, drown in sorrow, or you gonna get up and you gonna do something about it? Which one is it gonna be? You gonna drown in misery, or you're gonna get up and do something about it? A lot of y'all right now just sitting on social media, just scrolling, without care in the world, just going into 22 with no goals, no intentions, no nothing. Y'all just rolling. Y'all just gonna go with the flow. Take control of this shit and live your life the way you want to live your life. Do the things that you want to do. Nothing and nobody should hold y'all back from nothing. Y'all have to control life. Stop letting life control you. Depression, fight that shit. Self-doubt, fight that shit. Self-love, fight that shit. Let that go. Everything that was done to you in the past, everything, stop letting people control you. Because when you hold on to that hurt, when you hold on to that misery, when you hold on to all that shit, when you hold on to what your uncle did to you, when you hold on to what your brother did to you, to what your mama did, you are letting them control all of this. You are giving them power over you. Let that shit go. Heal and let it go. Take your power back. I said it, last week in a live, or week before last in a live. Own your power, because the sky is not the limit. You are. If astronauts can suit up and go into outer space and do what they gotta do up there, you can too in your life. The sky is not the limit. You can go above and beyond, to infinity and beyond, like Bud say. Set your intentions. Be intentional. Live your life. Go tackle all of them goals, everything that you wanted to do. There is no more excuses. There is no more, I can't do it because it is, so I can make a way. Find a way. Find a way to make it happen. When you find a way to make it happen, you'll really see how smoothly it is for real. Strategize, be very strategic about everything. You gotta be careful when you're doing stuff. You just can't do things fast. A lot of people want things to happen right here, right now. I mean, shit, I'm guilty of it too. Want some things to happen right now, as I'm speaking, just like that, within a snap of a finger, blink of an eye. Just want it to happen. But then you have to take a step back. And you gotta understand that it's not gonna happen right now. Like, it's a process. You gotta go through that journey so you can appreciate it. You gotta learn. So, for example, I said that I quit my 9 to 5 so that I could start 2 businesses, right? First of all, my intention wasn't even to start 2 businesses. It just really happened. My intention was to start 1. But the second business, it just kind of flowed on up in there to my surprise. I wasn't even expecting it, right? So, what I did was I had to take a step back, and I had to First of all, I realized who the fuck I was. Okay, that's really what I had to do. But I had to be very intentional about what I was doing. I couldn't tell nobody what I was doing. I was called stupid. People told me that it wouldn't work. It shouldn't work. I can't do this. I shouldn't be doing that. Now realizing the vision that God placed upon me, and now, it's working. I'm fulfilling my purpose. So just be intentional. Be intentional with what y'all was doing. I kind of almost forgot where I was going with that, but it must not have been meant for me to say it. Are y'all intent? Are y'all being intentional? What are y'all goals for 2022? What are y'all goals? Because my goal is to control my life and not let life control me. That's gonna always be the goal. That's gonna always be one of the goals. Is to control life and not let life control me. You are the artist of your life. I had my clients to think of the colors of the rainbow, or actually draw out the colors of the rainbow. And when they drew out the colors of the rainbow, I had them to identify what every single color represented in their life. Like red. Red is a color of power. Red is a color of boldness, resilient. So sometimes people have to do that. Figure out what resonates with your life. Think of the colors of the rainbow and what the colors mean. What a lot of colors represent and symbolize. Match them up with your life. And be intentional while doing it. Set your goals. There's nothing wrong with vision boards. I had somebody tell me one time, they felt like a vision board was childish. Being an adult, like a vision board is childish. You are never, ever too old to create a vision board. Vision boards work. They help. They help you too, because when you have a vision board, you can't help but look at it, especially if it's in an area where you pass by every day, like your living room or your bedroom or something like that, right? Your vision board is just there. Things like that help a lot. Having a vision board helps, and when you creating that vision board, you need to be intentional. Like in my room, I have a vision board and I have an affirmation board. Like my affirmation board it's a list of a lot of things, and I'm very intentional when I do it, because these are the things that I'm speaking into my life. These are the things that I'm speaking into my life. That's why you have to watch what you say. You have to watch the conversations that you're having with people, because the tongue is very, 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 very powerful. Life and death lies in the power of the tongue. That's the Bible, that's the word, that's the book. That man up there said. And it's true. It's literally true. Things that we speak, we're speaking life over things. Whether it's ourselves, whether it's over situations, whatever. That's why you have to be intentional about your conversations. You have to be intentional about who you're talking to. Because things happen. Things manifest in ways that we want to happen, but then things also manifest in ways that we can't even believe it happened the way it happened. So you have to be very intentional about the way you speak and the people that you're speaking to, especially when it comes to your personal life, especially when it comes to situations that you value. Like, say for instance, you have intents on let's see, like going into 22 and starting that business, or going into 22 and overcoming like some kind of addiction or something like that. You actually have people that will sit up there and pray and pray over your life and say, oh, I hope that person don't overcome addiction, when your whole intent is to overcome the damn addiction. So you have to be intentional with everything. And just being intentional really just means being careful. Really, like being careful, being detailed, being strategic about what it is that you're doing, the people that you're being around, the way you're moving, the way you talk, the moves that you're making. And as the Black community, we really need to normalize that. We really, really, really need to normalize that. A lot of us, we should have a community of Black businesses. We need to, it take a village to raise these children. This young generation out here needs a whole lot of guidance. And I'm talking about a different, the old school type guidance, because the generation is lost. And if a lot of us spend more time with having the intentions of coming together than actually spreading apart and actually bickering and fighting and doing all this petty shit, if we actually just came together and did something, we'll be some dope ass people. Because, I mean, like, we already are, but if we actually came together and if we actually did things together instead of fighting each other as a culture, instead of hating on each other and doing stuff together, you'll be surprised at some of the amazing things that we could do as Black people. We have to really normalize it. But I really want to know, like, what's everybody's intentions? What's your goals in 2022? If you need help tackling it, if you lost, get at me. I am your favorite confidence coach. I promise you. All of my clients leave satisfied. MiracleHeals.net. Book me. Book me. Do I need to put that? Do I need to pin that? I don't even know if I can, to be honest. I don't even know if I can put a comment in and pin it. But MiracleHeals.net. MiracleHeals.net. You can book me for a one-on-one session, book me for a discovery call, whatever. If you need help trying to figure out what it is that you need to do in your life, hit me up. I'm always here. DM me, inbox me, whatever it is. I'll direct you to where you need to be. There's a lot of people that don't even have a choice right now to even think of being intentional. They have so many people in jail right now who's there for life, so they don't have options like we have options. You are the author of your life. Show up authentically. You want to go back to school? Go back to school. Go do it. I did it. After 13 years. Off and on, I've been going to school for 13 years. It wasn't that I was dumb, it was just that I was distracted. A lot of bullshit, came in my way and stuff like that. So, I finally graduated. Go back to school. Leave that relationship. Go after that job that you want. If a 9 to 5 works for you, go after it. If a 9 to 5 don't work for you, leave. Go open up your own business. I promise God got you. God definitely have you. That money that you want to make, you gonna make it. But you gotta be intentional about how you move. Everything that you want in life, you will definitely get it. It's up to you though. It's up to you to want it. It's definitely up to you to want it. You have to go into 2022 being intentional. Do 365 days. As a matter of fact, just do 3 months of being intentional and see how much your life changed. You do 3 months of being intentional and you'll definitely see how much your life changes. Create a vision board. Journal. Journaling helps a lot. You can even do the manifestation, the 369 or something like that. And you do that. Prayer works. Surrender to God. Tell Him what you want. It works. Whatever you do, it needs to be with intent. It needs to be intentional. Whatever you do, it needs to be intentional. That addiction, you want to get away from being suffering from addiction. It can happen. Just be intentional about how it happens, about what you're doing with it. Go to rehab. Go get you some help. Get that extensive counseling for it. Be intentional. Everything that you do going forward into 2022, forget everything in 2021. That was the past. Whatever didn't work out, okay, so be it, whatever. Go into 22 with intentions on being a better you. Have intentions on being a better person. And I can promise you, your end goal is definitely going to happen. Set goals. Take risks. Take chance. Just step out and just do it. All you have to do is do it. Because if you're waiting on opportunity, it's here. The opportunity is now. So there's nothing else. There's nothing else. It's you against you every single day. Every day is you against you. What's your excuse? What's your excuse? Literally, what is your excuse? You don't have one. Because all you have to do is get up and do it. That's it. All you have to do is get up and do it. When you get up, set your day. You create your day. Okay? When you wake up, you say, this day is going to be amazing. This day is going to be wonderful. Today, I'm not going to let anything distract me. Today, I'm not going to let anything upset me, shift my energy, or whatever. You control all of that. Your intention every morning is to wake up and be a better person today, that day, than you were the day before. The person that you were the day before, that's in the past. It's over. It don't matter no more. That person don't even exist no more. It's you against you. Nobody else. It's you against you. You fight this thing called life and you conquer it and you win. And you have intentions every day on being a better person. Control life. Don't let life control you. Have fun. Live life and have fun. You don't have to drown in depression all the time. Get out, go take a walk, let a window up. Open up the blinds, something. You do not have to drown in depression. So, those are ways that you can set your intention. I basically said journal, pray, wake up every morning, say affirmations, speak over your life, speak over your children's lives, speak over your family life, control life, don't let it control you, period. Go into 2022 and win, because I know I'm ready. Matter of fact, 2022 ain't even ready for me. That's really what it is. 2022 is not ready for me. But I'm for damn sure ready for 2022 because I have amazing things coming. So, anyone out there need wigs, lashes, clothes, anything like that, Miracle Looks is your go-to. Anyone who needs coaching, guidance in their life, if you need to be taken away from all of those limited beliefs, the trauma, the self-doubt, the lack of self-worth, the lack of self-love, the lack of confidence, all of that good stuff. What's really not good stuff is really bad stuff. The fear, all of that. MiracleHeals.net is where you need to go. Book a session with me. Everything is private and confidential. I am your certified life coach specializing in confidence. Reach out and we will get you started. Book a session and we will definitely get started on elevating your life to greatness. I cater to people all over the world, mainly women. So, going into 22, be intentional. Start off the year with intent. When you start off the year with intent, everything else will fall into place. Money will flow, happiness will flow, and peace will be there, okay? So, you guys have a good night. Have a happy new year. And I am going to finish my vision board. And I'm probably going to hop on Instagram. So, anyone out there that is not following me on Instagram, be sure to follow me on Instagram at @I am_Miracle Renata. You can also follow me on TikTok at @I am_Miracle Renata as well. So you guys have a wonderful night. Remember to go into 2022 with intentions on being great. Okay? So